Gotcha. And I think that that's what we need to understand as we start taking profits in crypto is that, there is going to be a tax burden. So, to summarize what Taylor's saying is, and again, consult your tax professional, but, you can treat it like a business. So, as you take profits, like me personally, I'm taking them in stables because when it comes to, the end of the year, I'm going to have those stables in DeFi earning 10, 15, 20% for me. And it will be available for me whenever I go to do my taxes and they say, you owe X amount. I can just say, I can cash out that stable coin and say, here you go. I'm not going to be cashing out into Bitcoin or anything else because I don't want there to be a pullback when it comes time for me to pay those taxes. And I end up coming up short. Like I'm basically cashing out on a pullback. I don't
But
want that.
Michael, I need to walk you through something because I need you to understand this. You probably need to form an LLC and elect S corp status for this reason. So
Can I do it now, even though I'm like halfway through the
you can
the
start
year?
doing it. You can only do it for your paychecks going forward. Going forward. But yes, you should start it immediately. The reason why is you're going to get a double tax problem because you're running this as a business.
Yeah.
Your double tax is going to come. You have to pay your self-employment tax. That's 15.3% because you don't have another job. So this is your job. This is what you do. And so, and then you're going to have to pay your income tax. So what you want to do is establish right now a payroll and then pay your self-employment tax based off that. So you're paying yourself every month. And you can
Let me know a good time I can call you, and if you have time, maybe help me set all this up.
yeah, and you can do a
By
low
the way,
amount
I
right
did
now
see
because
Victor had a good point here. I'm sorry because my brand new camera is working more, so I'm looking at my small screen and my stuff's over here. But
well, you can look. We can just look at this. We can look at the side of your face. Don't worry.
no, it's fine. I'll fix it. It's just like I like having my big screen in front of me for research. But Victor is asking about bonus depreciation. So yeah, I guess what threw me off about that, Victor, was when you're saying a short-term rental. I was thinking, but yes, I mean you would theoretically if you have a separate business that is a rental business and you go buy property and you write off a bunch of depreciation that first year, well then yes, that depreciation will flow through to your taxes and your gains from your crypto will flow through and they'll offset each other. But that's different. That's different than making it not taxable. What you're doing is just using a tax loss from another source to offset tax gains in your crypto, which is fine, right? That's good planning. I mean, you should. I do that all. Honestly, I use oil and gas a ton for my, accredited investors because when you put for every dollar you put in oil and gas, you get to write off a 95-cent loss, right? So if I got a client that's making a couple $1 million a year and they put in 300 grand in oil and gas, as far as the United States government is concerned, they made $285,000 less. Like it just comes right off the top. So absolutely, tax planning, in addition to whatever you're doing crypto wise, is wise. I'm just saying that before you start flipping things around willy nilly, just remember that if you have gains, when you lock those in, if the next thing you do goes to trash, yes, you can wipe the losses off and so on and so forth, but you need to keep track of all of it because you don't want to get surprised at the end, like Mike's saying, and all of a sudden you're going to pay your taxes next April with your crypto wallet and your crypto wallet's in half. The IRS ain't going to care. They're going to say, give us what you owe us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, but that's the bad part of DeFi is I think it's going to be viewed as a business. It's going to be income because I don't think there's any way you're going to be able to actually do tax accounting and try to do it as capital gains where you're going, well, did you sell within the month? Like all that, you can't figure all that out. There's no way the way it works because you don't, DeFi. I mean, I guess you could do a broad thing where you don't move it out and just they can make a rule saying that when it's buying and selling it with the computer, you don't control that. Therefore, it's not you doing the buying and selling.
Right. Yeah.
Well, another thing too is there's a new project called Mamo where it's an AI that is doing all of the swapping and trading and stuff, and that's not something that you have